Hello? Hello? Hello, Trang? Are you there? I can't hear you, but I can see you. I can't hear you but I can see you. Hello? Okay, I can hear you now. But your voice seems very small again. By the way, how are you, Trang? You're fine. What did you do to the weekend? Like, what did you do in the weekend? Yeah, since we don't have a class last Monday, then I have to ask you, what did you do on the weekend?
So I can meet you on Saturday, so I said you meet me on Sunday. And you was in here on Monday.
Yes, my grandmother is in the hospital. He is in the ICU. So I am absent for a couple of days. That's why. Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm talking to you.
Like, what are you doing except talking to me? Are you stitching? Okay, so how was school for today? How was school for today?
Normal.
It's normal. Okay. And what did you eat for dinner? What did you eat for dinner? Hello? Okay, Trang, so maybe we are going to start now our lesson. So it is again all about it is all about listening. So the file isn't working. I need to find another link. So wait a moment. I could be the sun in your universe. Okay, Trang. So here is our lesson for tonight. This is all about lesson again. So we are going to talk about times or time. So I welcome you on Panta's class again, Trang. Here. We are going to talk about times for tonight, and then we have a lot of activity to do. But before we do move on with our activity, I just wanted to ask you, what is the best time for you? Like the most memorable time for you. Hello? Hello?
Oh,
So, can you answer my question? What is the best time for you?
in summer holidays.
I mean the most memorable. You mean the whole day is memorable for you?
What?
Like the times that, what is the time that you won't forget? What will happen with that time?
I don't understand what you say.
I mean, what is the best time for you? Like the memorable time for you? I will just do the typing. Okay, maybe you're just going to answer this one later on after we're done with the first activity all about times. Oh, or before I forget, I will just change the question. The question is says, how important time for you? How important time for you?
How important time.
Okay, and next question. How important time for you? Okay. Okay, you could just say, uh, for me, okay, now you could just say, for me, time is important because we can't bring back time if it's done already or once it's done. So instead of using the word recover, you can use the word can't bring back. Okay? When talking about time, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Trang. Now let's move on with the first activity that we are going to talk about for tonight. Again, it is all about listening, so I want you to listen carefully. Now, first, listen to people asking when the flights below arrived. Write down the arrival times using the 24-hour clock. So when we say 24-hour clock, um, it is a really 24 hours time. Like you after 12 you will use 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. Okay? Understand? Now let's move on. So here, for example, you will hear a person
Oh,
talking.
I have done it. I have done it. I remember I have done it.
You done this one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will change the listen. Wait for me. Okay, so since you're done with time lesson, we need to learn another lesson, and that lesson talk about leisure time. Leisure time. I mean, when we say leisure time, that means free time. So I know that on your free time you do read a book and do your homework. Now, here are the vocabulary words that we need to learn for tonight. Can you read the first word, Trang?
I can see anything. I just
Are-
read a welcome to bed towel class.
Okay, now can you read the first word?
Newspaper, magazine, drive, restaurant, cinema, concert, barbecue.
Okay, so what is newspaper for you? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. magazine,
Yes.
drive,
Yes.
restaurant,
Yes.
cinema,
Yes. Because
concert.
they have all the meaning.
Yes. Okay, so since you're done and you understand, let's move on to the first activity. Okay, here. Forget plus to verb. So forget plus thing or verb with the ing. Now you're going to take care and don't forget to write. I forgot to ask him for his address. This is the examples. I'll never forget hearing what you said to my girlfriend. I will never forget being stopped by traffic police at the first time. Now I want to hear this is the verb. Okay, so we have here the word forget and the verb is write. Number two, we have the word forgot. The verb is what? Oh. Number three, we have the word forget. Verb is hearing. And number four, we have the word forget again. Being is the verb. That's all. So I know that you know this one already. We are done talking this one the day before. Now let's move on to activity number one. How much time do you usually spend on these activities each weekend? Are there other ways you spend your weekend? Now, I want you to tick the responses below, then compare your answers with your partners. So I will also do this activity so that we can have a compare. We can compare our answers. Okay. So understand first the questions. How much time do you usually spend on these activities each weekend? Are there other ways to spend your weekend? Take the responses below, then compare your responses with your partners. I will be your partner. Okay, here. Let's take reading the uh, reading the newspaper. Are you always reading a newspaper? Is it a letter, some, or a lot?
Okay.
Okay, so you are going to check, okay? Okay, so I will answer mine as well. But you need to answer yours also. This is mine. Okay, now can you do yours as well? Just like mine?
I can hear anything.
You can't hear?
Yes, I can hear what it says.
Oh, no. It's not an audio file. This is just you are going to tick your answers first. This is mine. This is my answer. We are going to compare our answers. This is all about free time. We are not yet on the listening. So it is just talking about the free time. How much time do you spend on your free time? Okay. Hello?
Hello?
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, here. Okay, so maybe let's just skip this one. I know that you cook a lot. Okay, here. Activity number 2, Trang. Are you there? I can see you. Okay, so in activity number 2, you are going to listen to the people getting ready to do something. Now, I want you to tick what you think they are going to do. Tick the things that you think they are going to do. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now here, I will now play the audio file.
Activity 4. Listen to people do something. Tick what you think they're going to do. 1.
Well, it's a nice day and very windy. I don't think water will be too rough. Don't forget to bring the towels, will you?
2. Hurry up now. I asked for a table for 8 o'clock, so we don't want to be late. 3.
Got the tickets. Now, what time does it start? Is it 8 o'clock?
4.
There are 3 new players in our team this week. I hope they're good.
5.
Well, there's a film on Central at 7:30. It's got Madonna in it. I hear it's very good.
Okay, I will play again.
Activity 4. Listen to
You can
people
have 5.
do
You can have
something.
6 or 7.
Tick what you think they're going to do. 1.
Well, it's a nice day and very windy. I don't think water will be too rough. Don't forget to bring the towels, will you?
2. Hurry up now. I asked for a table for 8 o'clock, so we don't want to be late. 3.
Got the tickets. Now, what time does it start? Is it 8 o'clock?
4.
There are 3 new players in our team this week. I hope they're good.
5.
Well, there's a film on Central at 7:30. It's got Madonna in it. I hear it's very good.
Okay, now let's just correct if you've got correct answer. Okay, here you've got a wrong answer with number 5. You tick listen to the radio, but it should be watch TV. Okay? move on to the next one. Okay, now in activity number 3, Trang, you will hear people talking about the things they have done. Listen again and think how much they enjoyed them. Okay, so here are. Now you're going to put a check if they like everything, if they like some things, or didn't like anything. I will play now the audio file.
Activity 5. You'll hear people talking about things they've done. Listen and tick how much they enjoyed them. 1.
What did you think of the film?
Well, the music was good and the colour was beautiful, but the story was pretty boring. I fell asleep twice.
2.
How was the party?
Do you like loud music, loud cigarette smoke, a small crowded room and not enough food?
3. Did you enjoy the concert?
It was the best concert.
Enjoy the concert?
Yes. It was great music and it was beautifully played.
4.
What did you think of the lecture?
She had some interesting things to say at first. It got very difficult to understand.
5.
How was the restaurant?
Well, my steak was overcooked and the waitress was quite rude. I don't think I'll go there again.
6.
What Bill and Vicky's party like? So many interesting likes. Wonderful food.
7.
Thanks for returning the book. How did you like it?
I couldn't put it down. She writes so well and the story's very exciting.
You want me to play again?
Yes.
Activity 5. You'll hear people talking about things they've done. Listen and tick how much they enjoyed them. 1.
What did you think of the film?
Well, the music was good and the colour was beautiful, but the story was pretty boring. I fell asleep twice.
2.
How was the party?
Do you like loud music, loud cigarette smoke, a small crowded room and not enough food?
3. Did you enjoy the concert?
It was the best concert.
Enjoy the concert?
Yes. It was great music and it was beautifully played.
4.
What did you think of the lecture?
She had some interesting things to say at first. It got very difficult to understand.
5.
How was the restaurant?
Well, my steak was overcooked and the waitress was quite rude. I don't think I'll go there again.
6.
What Bill and Vicky's party like? So many interesting likes. Wonderful food.
7.
Thanks for returning the book. How did you like it?
I couldn't put it down. She writes so well and the story's very exciting.
Okay, so what's your answer with number 6? Okay, let's check. So number 1, you're correct. 2 correct. 3 correct. Number 4 correct. Number 5 correct. Number 6, you answered like something. So number 6, the last word that the woman is saying there is that wonderful food. So meaning she liked it everything. That's the correct answer. You've got only one mistake. Very good, Trang. Now let's move on to another one. Now, oh, it is the trans already, so I guess we're done. Okay, now we are going to talk about another lesson, since our lesson is quite very Very, very short. So let's move on with another listening skills. Okay, here. Going on a holiday is the title. So let's move on and answer the one. Hello, Trang. Hello? Hello? I think your internet. Oh, okay. Your internet is have a problem? Do you have a problem with the internet?
Yes.
Okay, I see that. Okay, now let's move on to the second lesson. By the way, Trang, by Saturday, by Friday, we are going to talk about a new lesson. I asked the office to give me new lessons for you because all the lessons, I guess you're done already. So these are the things that you haven't done, and we are going to talk the last time for tonight, and then by Friday we're going to talk about a new lessons. I'm sure that you haven't done that before. It's a new lesson. So going on a holiday is the new topic that we're going to talk about for tonight. These are the words that you need to read, you need to understand. Hello? 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 Can you hear me, Trang?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us read the vocabulary words that we need to understand and that we need to read properly. Let's talk about number one. Can you read? Can you see my screen?
Yes. Welcome to National Class.
I see. So I need to share it again. All right. Now here, can you first read number one word? Can you read number one?
Museum, sightseeing, nightclub, skiing, trip, castle.
Do you know what sightseeing means?
Yes.
Okay, now let's move on. So our listening now. This is the grammar. Now we have here F plus singular plus a verb that has S plus will, can, shall plus verb again. So the word could be if the weather is. So singular is S. Nice. Nice is the verb. I, singular, will go swimming tomorrow. Okay? And number two, we have
Yes.
F word plus singular plus verb plus singular plus would, could, should, or plus verb. Now the word would be if is the word, I is the singular, plus verb 2. So we have you here. And I is the singular again plus the word would. Follow her advice. So advice here is the verb. Number 3, if word plus the singular word plus had word plus a verb plus singular again plus would or could plus have plus verb. Example, if is the word, I is the singular plus the word had plus the verb, past participle verb. So it is studied. The lessons, I is the singular, could, have. So we have the word have. Answered the question. So answered here is the verb with the past participles. Do you understand? Do you understand, Trang?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on with our activity. Activity 1, listen to these people on the holiday planning, what they are going to do. Number what you hear from 1 to 5. Okay. All right, so we are going to play now. Here.
Unit 10.
You are going to number from 1 to 5, okay?
Unit 10. Going on holiday. Activity 2. Listen to these people on holiday planning what they're going to do. Number what you hear from 1 to 5. 1.
Well, the bus will pick us up at 9 o'clock. The tour lasts about 4 hours, so we should be back at about 1 o'clock.
2.
There's a show at 8 p.m. and then the late show is at 11 p.m. Let's go to the late show.
3.
The seafood here is supposed to be really good. Let's try it, shall we? I'm really hungry.
4.
Teacher,
It says in the guidebook they've got a lot of famous paintings.
You've tried this
I
one?
yes.
Oh, you're done this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait a moment. Maybe I should just give you a homework. Okay, Trang here. Prices. What about this one, Trang? Are you done with this one? Are you done with this one? Prices?
Can I see after?
Okay, sure. This is a vocabulary word. Pence, pound, dollar, chip, expensive and cost.
I can see it. I can see it.
Why? Okay, so these are the vocabulary words, Trang. We have pence, we have pound, we have dollar, cheap, expensive, and a cost. So here is the next one. See prices out. Say these prices out loud. Now you are going to read each prices. Read each prices. Now maybe let's try number one. Can you read this price? Can you read the price? Can you see my screen?
Okay. Oh, I have done this. I remember.
You done everything. Okay, and that is also the last lesson for the listening. So I guess you're already done with the grade 6 topic. By Monday, by the next time, we are going to talk about the new lesson. So maybe I will give you the lesson on Facebook. I will send you the lesson on Facebook. Okay, Trang?
Yes.
Okay, so that you can remember and you can study in advance. Now, I just wanted to ask you, what are you going to do after the class? What are you going to do after the class, Trang?
I think I will read books.
Oh, read a book. Is it a Vietnamese book?
Yes, I have English books, but I have read none of them.
Okay, so what kind of book is that? Is it a storybook?
Yeah, it's a storybook. It's just me words. It doesn't have pictures.
Oh, really though? So what kind of story is that one?
Mm, it's about my children.
I see. So you both that book or your parents both that book for you? Did they both that book? Did they buy that book for you?
Who?
Parents, your parents.
Yes.
I see that. Ah, very good. How many books you've read? Like from the previous book, how many books you've read for now?
If you have, if you ask me that, I can remember. I have read
So it's a lot. Like a lot book, a lot of book. But what is your favorite, like, why you are reading a book? Like, what's your purpose? Why you're always reading a book?
what?
I mean, what is your purpose? Why you are always reading a book? What is your reason? Reason.
Because book is one of the thing I relax after story.
Okay, you feel relaxed when you hear, when you read a story.
And reading books for
I understand.
relaxes.
Okay, thank you for that one. Wow, you must be read a lot of interesting story, interesting books. But I encourage you to read also English book, like a whole series of English book. It can also help you improve your English communications and the like communications and a lot of new ideas and new words that can be found only in some books. Okay? Okay, Trang, so I'll see you again by Friday. And I'm so excited to have a new lessons with you. Like we are having new lesson. I like it because I know that you haven't done that before. Okay, so goodbye, Trang. Good night. Good luck in reading book. I'll see you on Friday.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.